Yippers.
There you go. Look at that. I did all this. I fucking figured, Ben, you're connected to a podcast machine and my phone and Allie's computer, and we're not echoing.
It's not as fun as a time machine, but a podcast machine is the next best.
Sometimes I like to use my hands when I talk.
You got the crazy web of things connected.
I did it. I'm a genius. Okay, so basically,
my camera.
Oops, get a good angle. Hey Ben, this is Allie.
Howdy.
Howdy, nice to meet you.
Allie,
Thanks for joining us.
Ben, he's the one that made our song.
It's really cute. We love it.
Oh, nice. Glad you guys liked that. That was the one that I didn't even record very well.
Great, thank you.
It's like,
Thanks for giving us your A effort.
Yeah, sorry. So this will just be, we're going to release a little video of you playing Ben and some of the interview, but mostly this is going to be all just audio. But we thought since you have such a pretty background.
Where, by the way, what kind of space age setup do you have over there?
This is just something new that we started in the new year because when I was doing all my shows from home, it was just a normal red background. But then the new year happened and we wanted something different and went with these, those
blankets.
Emergency blankets. Yeah, that's all this is.
That's what it looks like. It's really funny.
People keep saying it looks like I'm coming to you live from a grow room or something. So it's kind of weird.
The first thought I had was, have you seen Better Call Saul by chance?
Oh yeah, the first season or two. Yeah.
Such an amazing show. But you know how he has a brother who's super, super scared about environmental EMFs and stuff. So he lives in something like that.
Like a tinfoil dome.
Yeah, he basically is trying to protect himself from
That's how you keep aliens away too.
Yeah. I should have wore the tinfoil hat. Dang it.
Yeah, you just see the hat. Oh, you haven't seen Signs?
No.
What?
No.
Allie.
Never seen.
Allie Fiore.
I don't even know where to look. Am I
looking
down there? Am I looking here?
You can look. Oh yeah, we could. I'm just staring at her through the window. Allie, get on Signs. Get with your man friend. Lay with your man friend close because there's some scary moments.
Oh, jeez. I get scared. I can't. I'm not good with the scary stuff. Whether it's alien scary stuff or psychological thriller scary stuff, it's not really.
I'm so good with it because I'm sick in the head. Because I'm really sick.
You just have to be prepared for it in that movie for the first 3 quarters because by the end you're good. You feel safe again because it's.
So
the ending's a little of a bummer.
It is.
But it turns itself around.
As
long as it ends on a more positive note, then I'll probably
what if I'm just going to tell you that every movie ends on a positive note?
I will be really mad if you're just keep messing with me. If you're yanking my chain. I almost said F, but I don't want to get a bill.
Oh, yeah. We were explaining to her. I was explaining to my grandmother listens to the show.
Really?
Ben has met my grandmother before. And she said I need to expand my vocabulary. So...
Which means don't swear.
That means if I have to go mother, I have to edit it. Son of a.
Yeah, I realized
the show's going to be all bells then.
See, I have a reputation to uphold.
We've done pretty good so far.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll edit some of that in. Ben, this is Ben Pooh. Ben Pooh is a musician, a famous one. He's a Colorado musician that I have known the majority of my adult life. He has been playing for, I don't know how long you've been playing, since high school. I guess we can get into that, but he's been playing forever and he's an amazing guitarist, amazing lyricist, amazing songwriter. I met him when I was 19. I don't know if he remembers meeting me, but I was a little fan, and I was a little in front of his stage at a bar. I wasn't allowed in.
Met him in a real as a real groupie.
Yeah, in front of a stage, and I was like, "Who is this? Who is this Mexican guy that's playing the guitar like crazy?" And I followed him and stalked him for 3 years until I sang at one of his open mic nights, and then the rest is history. So we can talk a little bit about it. But Ben, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You wrote the intro to our song, so we want to thank you for that. When did you start playing the guitar? What age were you, young prophet?
Man, Every time I get asked that, I can never remember. But it's been since I've been really young. There's always guitars around my house, and my dad started teaching me a little thing here and there, and kind of took off from there. I didn't really take it seriously till about, I don't know, like sixth or seventh grade, I would say. When you start like finding your own music and the things that you start liking, and you want to emulate that. So that's when I started taking it a little bit more seriously. So a pretty darn long time, because I'm 30. What am I now? 38 now.
Holy cow!
So it's been quite a while.
I know. I think I met you when you were younger than me. That's my age right now. That's crazy. It's crazy how
Really?
time flies. I think so. Yeah, I met you when, yeah, hell yeah. 25, 24.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. We've known each other for at least 10 years, so it's got to be.
Ugh. We've known each other too long.
Yeah, you're telling me.
So while you started playing when you were young, did you play in high school? Did you play in like bands or anything like that?
I tried. Oddly enough, they didn't allow me to join the band because I never did the band stuff earlier. Like around sixth grade or so, you like choose an instrument and you either get it or you get your like second choice, and you end up like playing sax or clarinet or something in the band. Well, that never happened for me. So by the time I got to like junior high and high school, when I wanted to join like the jazz bands, because they obviously were the only ones that had guitar, they wouldn't even let me try out.
So they
So,
wouldn't let you in band camp.
nope, they sure would not.
He's like, I
weird.
need my flute. I want to join. And they said no.
That
No.
is correct. They did.
So when did you come up with the band Ben Pooh and Crew, or am I jumping ahead? Was there something in between?
Yeah, I had a band in high school that was called Push Here.
Oh, I
And
remember. Sorry, I completely forgot. Yeah, go ahead.
yep, I had those guys for a while, probably like 5 years or so. Obviously, we all went our own ways during college, so that ended. Just started playing a lot of solo shows in college, and then when I came back after graduating, um, me and my friend Chris Manichan, the bass player, Chauner, he started playing along to some of my music while I was in college in bass, and we started learning some stuff together. Kind of got together as a duo for a little bit until we found a drummer. Finally found some drummers, which have changed throughout the years. But I've always had Chris in the band, though. So, but eventually, yeah, it became Ben Pooh and Crew when Chauner joined.
So then that's you guys did that band, and then I met you probably when I was allowed to go into bars, so at 21.
Are you kidding? It was like 18.
18. I did meet you at like 18, but you wouldn't remember that. But I met you, and you hosted open mic night, and I know you've been hosting open mic nights for years and years. How long have you been doing open mic nights for people?
Oh man, I think what are we coming up on? It's got to be at least 10 years now.
At
if not
least.
maybe a little more. Yeah, the one at the Jaeger, and then it transferred over to a new bar. But still going. Well, not right now, obviously. But
Bars
hopefully
are
it
real
will
big
continue.
right now.
Yeah.
So if you look at what this podcast is a little about, and we'll move into that, is that Ben has been playing for a very long time live shows. And actually, one of the most interesting parts about Ben, and I just know a lot about him, so it's hard to interview you, Ben, when I know the answers. But you have a degree, correct?
I do.
What is your degree in?
I have a degree in psychology.
And how did you use your degree?
Well, actually, I did use it at least, so that's a plus, at least for a few years. Because I know not everyone gets that chance, but I was a social service representative at a nursing facility for the better part of 10 years.
Yeah. And then what happened? This is my favorite part. After your 10 years.
Well, I was playing all night and then working all day, and it was starting to catch up with me a little bit. So I decided to start fading myself out of the nursing facility work, and started, went back down to like part-time and faded out, trained a bunch of people, and then finally just cut the cord, and then went straight into, let's see if we can make this happen and make a living and pay the bills, keep a roof over my head, eat, by just playing music. And it's been that way ever since.
And you did. So that I like that story about him, that he just jumped off ship and just said, I'm done. I'm going to do what I love, which is music. And then COVID has now hit you. And how has that affected you?
Well, goodness gracious. As a
Go ahead, Ben.
The
yeah, I
question
mean,
of the hour.
right? As a live performer, obviously, it's had a big impact on me, and that's how I was making money. I was playing as many shows as I could a week, anywhere from at least 2 nights a week to 7 shows a week. It just depends on how the scheduling went and what happened. Sometimes multiple ones a day. Always had the weekly open mics, like you said, and now that I don't have that, I had to find some more creative ways to kind of not only reach out to people who were fans and were coming to my shows, but to even right now, I think the most difficult part is trying to make new fans on this platform. Just because I'm not out every night in front of new people all the time.
Yeah. Now, so Ben, recently, I have a couple of friends, a little bit different kind of a slant, but who are DJs, and they are really loving the Twitch platform. Do you use that at all?
I have not yet. I've had a lot of friends tell me to go ahead and try it, but I have not dove into that one yet.
Yeah, what's cool about Twitch, so and I'm a novice on all this stuff too, kind of a Twitch neophyte, if you will. But what I found out is it gives artists a platform to really be super creative and really flexible. And also you can have your followers, your fans, they can actually give you tips and don't in like little, I think they call them tips, I guess. So you can actually they can
Yeah.
pay you on that platform. And then you can kind of put your like Venmo handle even and directly kind of at least for the moment that you can
Mhm.
circumvent Twitch and it goes just directly to you. They'll
Yeah.
probably catch on at some point, but for right now that's still kind of there. So you might want to give it a whirl.
Definitely. No, I do want to look into that. And I've basically been doing that anyways right now as um, all my live streams actually on Facebook right now, but I do the same thing. I do a digital thing on the bottom of the screen with my Venmo, my PayPal, my whatever, Messenger
Yep.
Pay, everything. And that's what's getting me by for since March, honestly. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy since March. So, and being me, a former musician who used to play with you, that's where our bread and butter was, is just putting in a tip jar and playing for long hours of time and getting money that way. And so to just be at home without the, I don't know, without the excitement of being right in front of somebody, I've got to skip out on that. Obviously, I haven't really done any of that. You have. So to lose having people right in front of you and to lose having the money kind of thrown at you like a stripper, um, what's is the money decreased? Is it not as fun, or are you making it work?
You know, keep getting that asked that, but honestly, it is still working. It's different. Obviously, you say we go out or we used to play live in front of people and people are throwing you money and tips and things, but you got to realize you're also being paid by the venue you're playing for. So it's kind of, I'm obviously not getting that anymore. So I'm
Mm.
just working off of solely tips. But that being said, people who have been tuning in regularly kind of know the situation that I'm in and have been treating me very kindly, very well. And it's keeping me alive. It's still paying the bills. I'm not making too much less than I was
Wow,
before,
that's
but
incredible.
yeah, but it's still obviously a little bit less. It's noticeable over time, and the longer this goes on, I think that's another thing. You can only probably do this for
Yeah,
so long. I couldn't do this forever, but I think now that I've done it too over these last few months, um, this will probably still be a main rotation for me,
I love
even when
that.
I'm
That's
playing
new.
live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so. This is a change. This is a huge life change from going to, just doing live shows all the time to figuring out a different way and keeping that different way.
Yeah,
yeah,
or
no,
keeping the things that are good and carrying that forward.
I don't think
totally.
I could do it, Ben. I don't. I've tried to do live. I don't think I could do. Ben's so good, and he's very patient, and he's very nice to people. Like I was the bad girl when I'd go into bars, and get on the tables, and you start fights with the bar owners when we weren't getting paid enough. Like I was a
Ah, yeah.
bitch.
I'll always remember that.
Sorry, Ben. What would you do without me, though? I mean, would you change me? Really?
That's
just
hilarious.
some things.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just
See
kidding.
that, Grandma?
Do we? I think that's a bell ring. I know that if people are listening and not watching, they didn't know what she just did, but she just gave Ben the finger, the bird. I think that
Dang it.
deserves a bell.
We're that close. Ben's been everywhere with me. He was in my wedding, or he's at my wedding. He's been in my life for a very long time. And he was there when I moved out here, and we cried, and he wrote me a nice little letter that I still have at my house. And I used your entire notebook, Ben. So there's that for you.
Oh, did you really? Nice.
I did. The whole thing is filled up. It's not just music, but it's a lot of shit in there. Oh, I cussed again.
Dang it, man.
Ring that bell.
Awesome, Ben. Do you have a song for us?
I could.
I would love that, please.
Or like a limerick or a haiku.
I'd like to have a
An
haiku.
interpretive dance, maybe. I don't know. Whatever moves you.
Won't eat, can't sleep, so feel with anxieties. I know that nothing's going on. If you light up every corner and see no ghosts, reassure me that my thoughts have spun out and just got lost. But do you feel that it comes back? Do you feel that this is normal? Begging, begging, begging fears, just leave me alone. Oh, how it levels me. It brings me back to the ground. Oh, look that nose, oh, look that nose. It's a look that shows, a look that shows that I'll help you through. And you'd help me too, I know that I'd help you through. And you'd help me too, I know. It's like passed by, I've smiled, I've cried. Feels like everything's going on. If I checked under your bed and see no ghost, reassured you that your thoughts have spun out and just got lost. But do you feel that it comes back? Do you feel that this is normal? Begging, begging, begging fears, just leave me alone. Whoa, how it levels me. Oh, brings me back to the ground. Look that nose, look that nose. So look that shows, look that shows that I'll help you through. And you'd help me too, I know that I'd help you through. You'd help me too, I know. That I'd help you through. you'd help me to know that I'd help you through. And you'd help me to know that I'd help you through. And you'd help me to know that I'd help you through. And you'd help me to know.
Ben, I was just saying that was amazing. Your voice is like butter. It's
Oh.
so good,
Thank
so
you.
smooth.
I
So
appreciate
smooth.
that.
smooth.
All right, Ben, where can we find your live shows? There's going to be people. We've got just brag a little about us right now, Ben. You know it's me. I have to
This
talk
is a
about myself.
strange but true fun fact.
Yeah, it's true. Strange and true fun fact. We have at least one download on every continent
Which
right
is
now.
pretty inconceivable.
That's a-
Considering we have 10 subscribers.
I'm not
but
saying
So
yeah,
cool.
I'm not saying there's like
apparently
50 of
they
them.
are
but-
a very cosmopolitan 10 subscribers because they're like all over the place.
So where can we find you,
Everywhere.
Ben? And when's your next live show? And then everyone can get on and listen and donate and pay and all that.
It'll be tomorrow and Saturday, most likely. Probably both nights. I usually do weekends as of late. And it's usually on my private Facebook page at the moment, which is Ben, and then my middle initial A, Puchalski, which is a fun one. Puchalski. Looks like Puchalski. They usually stream from there, but I'm maybe I should probably link them to my other music pages like Ben Pooh Music
Yeah.
Facebook and Ben Pooh
Time.
Crew page. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to do that. I'll probably do that this weekend too. We'll just
And I think I
spread it on all of
seriously,
them.
and I don't work for Twitch or anything, but I think you'd love it. I hear that the audio quality is like a lot better than the other platforms too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
so-
gonna have to check that out.
Last question, Ben. How long is your hair these days?
Still as long as you remember.
Really?
Yep, it's still down here somewhere.
His hair is down to
Damn,
his waist.
Daniel, I wish I could grow my hair though.
Oh, I know. And he cuts it and donates it and then grows it.
That's amazing.
And my hair doesn't do that.
no,
it
I'm
stopped
still
growing,
on
Ben.
my-
Yeah, no,
Original
kind of same
length.
as we get older.
Ugh. I love you and I hate you.
Same
All right, Ben, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for coming on. And I'll give you details when this is released.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Ben. And thanks for our
thanks.
song.
Yep.
Awesome.